Juan, in our top story this morning, at least 2 people were killed when 2 small planes collided mid-air over Watsonville.
Yeah, this was Thursday afternoon. Crawford's Will Tran actually out at the very airport where this happened with the latest on what we know so far. Will?
James, the sun will be up very soon, so federal investigators will have their first full day to try to find out exactly what caused those 2 Cessna planes to slam into each other before ultimately slamming into the ground. This happened at the Watsonville airport. Watsonville is about 18 miles from Santa Cruz. Investigators will be here for quite some time looking at the wreckage as well as talking to witnesses. Let me show you video of the aftermath. This all happened at around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. We do know that 3 people altogether were involved. 1 plane had the pilot. The other plane had 2 people, the pilot and a passenger. Why there was miscommunication, obviously, that's the question everybody wants answered, that they tried to land at the same time. We're not talking a major airport like SFO. Watsonville's airport is very small, very indicative of a small town airport, and yet they still slammed into each other. Ultimately, 1 plane slammed into a hangar, burst into flames. The other plane slammed into a ground near the airport. At this particular point, the names of the victims not released to the public, but we got a chance to talk to witnesses who saw the horrific aftermath.
And I heard that, and I heard something kind of like a plane, kind of like that, and then right after that sound, I heard a big old collision, like a boom, and sounded like a huge car collision right outside my house.
Heard a loud boom, shook our roll door in the back there pretty hard. Walked out front here to the sidewalk, saw a big plume of smoke, black and white, and a lot of fire on the asphalt.
James area, it is foggy at this time. Yesterday afternoon, it was bright, so possibly the weather is not a factor, but of course they're looking at everything, and everything is on the table. As far as the victims' names, their genders have not been released to the public. Again, you can see the airport right behind me. This is not a 24-hour airport. If you look at the runway, and we'll show you once the sun comes up, it is filled with small airplanes, not an international airport where we see the large airplanes, the 737s or the 747s. Obviously, the NTSB and their investigators have a lot of work ahead to find out the cause of the crash. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Will.
6:04 is the time for your health.